Hey, what's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? Welcome back to another video. Hope everybody is doing okay. It's a blessed, beautiful Monday morning, and I am wishing for you guys a productive work week. All right, so tomorrow morning, West Indies and England, they will start off the first test, first of three, and I am definitely eagerly anticipating it. So I just decided that I'm gonna do this video to basically give you guys my starting 11 that I would use. This is not a prediction. This is not me dictating to the coaches or the captain what they should do. This is just me as a fan giving you the starting 11 that I would use. England, they have also released their 12-man squad for the first test. So right, they have zoomed in on the 12 that they probably going to select the 11 from. So I am going to be giving you guys that also. Now, before we get into the video, if you are new to the channel and you have not hit that subscribe button, subscribe, man. Become a part of the family. Turn on the post notification bell and make sure that you touch up the like button as we continue to grow the platform. Oh, yeah, man. Later on this evening, guys, we are going to be doing a live, right? Going to be starting at 5. Yeah, I know it might be a little bit early, not 6 as usual. We're going to start at 5 this evening. And we're going to talk a little bit about what to expect tomorrow. All right, so let us start off things now. So this is my 11, guys. Opening, Craig Brathwaite, the captain, right? And John Campbell, he is back. John Campbell is back, right? So those are the two guys that I have opening the innings. We're looking for a good start from both of them. The last test match we played, I think we had Jermaine Blackwood and Brathwaite opening, and they got into the 60s, I think it was, and we called that a good opening partnership or a good opening stand. So I am hoping that these two guys will at least able to get past that, because they are genuine openers, right? That is their role. So John Campbell coming in should be able to do better than what Blackwood do at the top of the innings. That is theoretically, my viewers and subscribers, that is theoretically, he should be able to pull his weight at the top of the innings. And I think it's a good place to make his comeback at home. We didn't take him to England, we didn't take him to New Zealand or anywhere and say, all right, now is the time for you to make a return and show us what you are capable of. He's making that return in the Caribbean where conditions should be favorable. Right, so John Campbell at the top, Craig Brathwaite, he will be expected to bat long as usual. We know if John Campbell occupies the crease, then more than likely he will score runs at a good pace. So those are the two that I am looking to start it off. Our captain will need a century or two in this series. We can too often we get this 30 off 150 ball, 40 off 210 balls. And I mean, this from time to time, this prevent us from getting bowled out quickly, But at the end of the day, we need him to continue. We need him to continue. Just getting that 30 and that 40 is not enough. We need him to continue. And, being one of the most established batsmen in the unit now, we definitely want him to kick on more often than he's doing. So John Campbell and Brathwaite, and as I don't remember who it was that said the other day, any team that is going to win consistently, test team especially, they need two openers that can do a job. And when we say do a job, we're talking about seeing off the new ball. People tend to forget that the primary role of the opening batsman in Test cricket. You have to see off the new ball, shield off the number 3, 4, and 5 batsmen that are going to come in. So those are the two guys opening for me. At number 3, we have Nkrumah Bonner. Now, Bonner, he has definitely proven himself worthy for this spot over the last couple of games. I mean, he's probably not as consistent as we would want him to be, but he will definitely have number 3 for himself, in my opinion. So Bonner will bat at 3, and he's one of them that did the interview, I think it was yesterday, and was saying that they are going to be going with the same sort of mindset, even though James Anderson and Stuart Broad are not playing. So I want to see him, not only talking, but let the bat doing the talking out there. He's probably going to be called upon to bat very, very soon or very, very early, maybe in 1 or 2 innings, knowing how our openers are. So he will need to make sure that he's mentally tough and mentally ready, to step in as if he's opening, because from time to time, our number 3 and number 4 batsmen, they basically do the job of the openers, and then number 5 and 6, they have to do what you would call the top order job. So Banner is there at 4. I have Shamar Brooks, somebody that I think deserves his chance, and I am hoping that he will get the chance to go out there and to show his class, to show his quality. You understand? The last couple of games, I think he got a couple of games in the ODIs, and he didn't look too badly, and where Test cricket is concerned, he's always performing at the regional level at the best versus best games. We know the best versus best games are not really up to where we would want it to be, but he's definitely going to be there for me. So he comes in at number 4. At 5, I have the vice captain Jermaine Blackwood, and this series need to be a series defining moment for Blackwood. I know he's the highest ranked West Indian where batting is concerned. Simply means that he has been probably the most consistent over the last couple of games that we would have played. So Blackwood, for me, he's in the team as a specialist batsman. So if you're gonna bat at 5 as a specialist batsman, you need to be scoring runs. You have to be scoring runs consistently, right? If you look at teams around the world, the man that is coming in at 5 in Test cricket, usually very solid, usually scores at a good rate. You understand? If not even very, very solid, scores at a good rate. Somebody like a Ben Stokes, probably bat at 5, he will score at a good rate. If you look at Australia, Travis Head, he will score at a good rate. All of these guys play in Test cricket, so it is expected that their defense will be solid. But when it comes on to number 5, you don't only want to be solid, but you have to be able to tick the score over. So Blackwood, if he makes the team as a specialist batsman and is batting at 5, he will have to score. You can't constantly make 20 and 30 and then get out playing the ball to mid-on or mid-off. We're not working with that. Them sort of foolishness can't work. You understand? So Blackwood is at 5 for me. At 6, we have Jason Holder. And Jason Holder and Da Silva, those two can be interchangeable depending on the situation. So Da Silva could bat at 6 and Holder bat at 7, whatever the case is. But I have Jason Holder at 6, especially England at home, knowing that Jason Holder is probably one of our better batsmen where technique is concerned. So he will need to bat at 6, and it goes without saying, once Holder is at the crease, he will be scoring. He would have proven over the years that he's not only able to hold up an end, but he's also able to score. So Holder comes in at 6 for me, right? So that simply means that Kyle Mayers is not in my starting 11. You guys know how I think already. I do not want 2 all-rounders in my test team, right? The only way I have 2 all-rounders in my test team is if one of those all-rounders can easily make the team as a batsman or as a bowler. Not saying that we have any similar quality, but people like when we had Callis, Ben Stokes when he's really, really firing, Jason Holder when he's really firing, those guys can make their individual teams as batsmen or as bowlers. So that is what I am thinking. And in my opinion right now, I doubt Myers is able to make the team as a straight batsman or as a straight bowler, right? So Jason Holder covers that slot for me, number 6, where the all-rounding spot is concerned. So as I said, this is nothing personal against Kyle Mayers. I am old-fashioned. I like to have my 5 batsmen and an all-round and their wicket-keeper and the rest of bowlers. And based on what I am seeing now, that is how I would do it. So Joshua Da Silva comes in at 7, and he would have proven that he is capable of batting. And when I say batting, I'm not talking about slugging. Batting, if needs be, he will need to play that role that Shane Dowrich played when Holder got that 202. This is not me putting any burden or any heavy weight on the youngster, but knowing how our team is and knowing his ability, he should not be surprised if we call on him to really settle down and bat out maybe a good 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. You understand? So Joshua De Silva is at 7. At 8, I have Alzari Joseph, right? I know there are fans out there that are going to, fans of Alzari Joseph that is, that are going to say that, oh, you say you don't want more than one all-rounder. Alzari is can be called an all-rounder now. But yes, but he makes the team as a specialist bowler, right? He might be able to bat to the level where, or to the extent where we can expect a solid half century from him when he is fully in form, but he can make the team as an out and out bowler. So, you know, that would be like you have a Ashwin who is your out and out spinner, but he will give you some runs. I understand. So that is what I am thinking, right? So he's there. After Joseph, I have our senior paceman, Shamar Roach, right? He's going to be leading the attack, and Roach will be expected to do some work with the ball, right? So Roach and Alzari Joseph, you know, those two guys, I am thinking they are definitely going to be key for us, you know. And we have Jaden Seals after. So, right, Jaden Seals comes in. I am thinking that, you know, since he would have made his debut, things haven't really gone, you know, how I would have expected in terms of him playing a whole lot of games, especially when he was on form, and you know, we thought that West Indies would have given him a couple more games. So he's definitely there for me. Even in ODIs, I was thinking that he could have gotten a chance in ODIs, but because we were using so many all-rounders, you know, he didn't really get a chance. So he is there. And rolling off the final spot, I have Versame Permal. You know, I am going to be having one genuine spinner there. I know that the track, the wicket that they are going to be playing on might not be too spin friendly, but going in a test cricket, I always like having a spinner, especially when this is a spinner that would have done well at the regional level. So simply means he would have played a lot of games in the region. I know it's a different batsman that he's bowling to, but I am thinking that he will definitely be needed there as the frontline spinner. So Versame Permal is in for me. So yeah, that is pretty much the bowling. Jason Hola, Shamar Roach, Alzari Joseph, Jaden Seals, and Versame Permal. So those guys will do it. Who we're going to use to open the bowling, I'm not sure. It could be Roach and Seals, right? These guys like to use Alzari Joseph as the second change, but if it was for me, well, this is my prediction. This is my my thing, not prediction. I would go with Roach and Alzari Joseph opening up, and then I would bring on Jaden Seals. You know, he's also able to move the ball, so you know I would bring him on, and you know then we have Jason Hola, Versame Permal next. So that's basically how I would line up my starting 11. As I said, this is not a prediction. This is not me dictating anything. This is just me letting you know my starting 11, right? A couple of guys missed out, as I said. You know, people like you know, what's his name, Myers, who would be thinking that, well, I can do a job with the ball or with the bat, but I don't want people to do a job. I want people to play specific roles in the team. So let us see. That is how I would do it. All right, so let me give you the 12-man squad that England actually announced. So they have Joe Root, Johnny Bairstow, right? And as we know, Root will be captain in the team. Zach Crawley, Ben Stokes, Don Lawrence. They have Jack Leash, Alex Lees. They have Saqib Mahmood, who was not originally in the first test squad, but because of the injury to Craig Overton, they had to bring him in. So Mahmood is there. Not Craig Overton, sorry. Robinson, because of the injury to Ollie Robinson, they had to bring him in. So Craig Overton is there also. Ben Stokes. Yeah, I think I said Ben Stokes earlier, but that was Ben Folks. So Folks and Stokes, they are both in. Chris Wokes and Mark Wood. So those are the 12 players that England will be selecting their 11 from. And it's going to be pretty interesting, as I said, my viewers and subscribers, because both teams, they currently looking to really establish solid ground as regards to their performances. So As I said, later on this evening, around about 5, we are going to have a live, and we'll get a chance to take a look at it. You will be able to tell me what you think, and you'll be able to give me your predictions, your starting 11 and things like that. So we're going to leave it right here for now, my viewers and subscribers. So just go and big up on yourself. I'm out.